Being a Snyder fan and you know seeing movies which are good but not good with visuals, feels really bad. But in this case, it is different, and I believe you are aware of what I'm talking about. This movie is visually awesome, spectacular, and it's called, yes, Dune, the amazing, astonishing, awesome, spectacular Dune. I know, of course, I haven't seen the previous Dune movie, of course, but who cares, right? Right now, because I've seen the trailers, and I believe you all have seen the trailer. The trailers were amazing, but then again, this movie is beautiful not just because of how it was made, but how it was presented. The most importantly, when you watch this movie, the intro, the opening of this movie makes you feel like, damn, where am I? And I'm just to experience that, you have to watch it in a movie theater.
God in heaven.
But to review this movie, I won't say it is difficult or it is something different, because everyone's gonna have their own opinion on the movie once one they watch it. Some might love the experience altogether. Some might like the storyline. For me, I love the movie for every aspect. But then again, every fans will have a different opinion for the movie, because there's not just one particular thing that will attract your attention more. So, starting with that, here are the few things that I'd like to talk about the movie, because I'm not going to do a generic review about the movie, but I'm going to talk about the few things in the movie which were really amazing and which could have been better.
This is an extermination. They're picking my family off one by one.
Shields, not Marvel's shield, but shields. The shield in this movie is amazing. As you can see, like everyone has shields, right? Even they have their individual shield. They have shield to cover up their ships, their buildings, their even guns, whatever. But as you can notice, the shield cannot be penetrated with a gun. They need a knife or a sword. I really like that concept. So that's why they need to practice more hand-to-hand combat. And we could see a lot of people using that. We see Josh Brolin. We see, of course, Jason Momoa. He has the best scenes in the movie. I'll get to that. But the whole concept about using sword, because when it started, I thought it's so in the distant future. Why are they using knives? But then the concept of the shield made sense. And of course, these are not our usual shield that we used to see in other movies. These work as kind of a liquid, a vibrating kind of a feeling to it, and that was literally done in a good.
Our House Atreides, there is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray. Smile, Gurney.
I am smiling.
Next awe-striking moment is Baron versus Duke. Yes, these two guys, and that scene will get everyone, because you won't expect what happens at that moment when Duke actually plays off his card at that moment. Again, I won't tell you what it is, because you have to go experience that, because that whole thing is planned in such a, you can't predict it. No one can. Like, we see something in the movies and we know this thing might happen, he might do this, but in that case, the thing that Duke pulled off, that was surprisingly awesome.
There's something awakening in my mind.
You need to face your fears.
The next is the assassination attempt. Well, I won't call it the assassination attempt, sorry. It's when they attack them at midnight, when the shields were down and they start attacking, and the way Oscar Isaac, gets to know that there is something wrong going on, which is the flicker of that light, and all you can literally say all hell comes down. And again, the whole experience in a movie theater is completely breathtaking. And if you're watching it in a 4DX, wow, you'll be inside the movie, I guess. Coming to my one of the favorite part, of course, that's Jason Momoa. Of course, I liked him every moment he was there in the movie. Spoiler alert again, I didn't want him to die, But then again, of course, he went off in a good way. At that scene, he could have flew away with Timothy, but then again, fight scenes were amazing. The way he was fighting with everyone, the way he flew those grasshopper copters, as you can say, and the technology was really amazing. But then again, Jason Momoa was funny, hilarious, badass, and of course, as he says, alright.
But everything important happens when we're awake. Hey, you. Put on some muscle?
I did?
No.
Joe, Timothy has done an amazing job in this movie. His acting, whatever you can say. But I felt I didn't get too much attached to Zendaya. Timothy was there, but I felt like he overshadowed all the other characters in the movie. Be it Josh Brolin, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa. So, okay, he got few of the scenes. But then again, I wanted to see them more. Then focus him in the end. It felt more like Timothy-centric movie. But I'm still happy that they're coming up with a sequel. And by looking into the movie, the way they abruptly ended it, the moment when you see and you go like, they end the movie. That's what happens. So that's why I believe they've not shot the movie both the movies together. So they have to shoot it again, the second part. So let's see what they do with Dune 2. I'm excited and they've already announced it. So
Fear is the mind killer. Where the fear is gone, only I will remain.
in the end, how much shall I rate it? Come on. How much? I would rate it. I know I should rate it at 8, but then again with the stories, and there were a few flaws into it, I'm going to rate it a 7.5. Yes, 7.5 for Dune. I know. Please don't judge me. A lot of you might rate it as 8 or even 8.5, but for me it is 7.5 because there are other factors I have to keep in mind. So, 7.5. So those were the best moments from Dune, and of course other stuff that I put into it about the visual stuff and all. And of course you might have different opinion about the movie like I've mentioned in the beginning. So that was it. So please like, share, comment. Do let us know in which screen you have watched this movie, how many times you have watched this movie, and what do you think about the future of this movie. They've anyways greenlit the next part, so I know we move on. But then again, it's Warner Brothers. Okay, no hate to them because we have Legendary in it also. So until next time, this is Hannibal and